So it's for the facial steaming. Let's turn this on.
Was this supposed to be turned on before I even use a brush, or I turn it on like before I steam? Because a lot of people turn it on right when like you sanitize your hand and you turn it on.
For this section?
For the face steam.
I turned mine on before.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's what our notes
But
say.
I wouldn't know because mine didn't work. It didn't work anyway.
Well, I
so.
sanitize my hand and I turn it on, and I sanitize my hand again, then I did whatever part, but mine never came on.
If it was me,
Mhm.
it didn't say pre-set up my,
Miss Tanya.
okay.
Blue is film.
It should be, the only hard wax out there should be the yellow cream
I
looking
think it's in the middle.
that's in the middle. It's probably a film then. Is that a blue one? Did y'all put a new blue one in? Because I thought it was purple. Is it like a purple?
We had a
color?
purple. I thought that was like a pearl lavender.
That's a strip.
So you don't have to put strip either.
No, yeah, you do need a strip. Yeah. Because this is this section, I think I would wait, sanitize my hand and turn
Then
it
turn
on.
on. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because if they wanted you to, they would say, go ahead on step 11 and turn on your
Yeah,
steam.
because everybody turn it on at the same time.
Yeah.
So it didn't
Yeah.
say it, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
So
that's
I
true,
would-
that makes sense.
Sanitize my hands, and then I would probably go ahead and turn my steamer on. Analyze this condition, because by the time you got analyzed the skin first, so right now that your steamer's on.
Oh, I went everywhere on my face analyzed. I did everything.
Well,
Like,
don't be like Tanya and it'll take 10 minutes to do that.
yeah, but
So
I
you
went to
wanna
the
make
chin, to the
sure.
nose, everything. Like you went all around the face, not just on the forehead.
Like you want to make sure also that you got, did you put something in here for your, to cover their eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
For the steaming?
Yes. Okay. I would suggest getting an aesthetic wipe, a long one, and I'll show you how to do it.
Butterfly?
Yeah. You see how when they're like this, fold it like this, and do it that way.
Okay.
Because if you're moving, you want to move their face, you want to really feel
gonna
the skin
fall
and
out.
stuff, and it's gonna be hard for those to stay on there. And
Okay.
then you're gonna be picking it up and trying to do all that. So I would just do it like that and cover the eyes.
Okay.
And they can move either way and it shouldn't go anywhere.
Okay.
But use an aesthetic white for that. But you want to make sure you analyze the skin, you're moving the head, you're doing all that kind of stuff. When you get through with that, put that back up. Anytime I'm unsure, okay, did I not touch, did I do anything, go ahead, just sanitize your hand.
Okay.
Just do it again. So now we're gonna have the seam, and it's gonna be from the elbow up to here, about 12 to 18 inches. Drapes the towel over the face, the nostrils. So is this when you go to the sink and actually wet your towel?
And my towel is in a Ziploc bag in that little area. So that's when I take the towel out.
But you're, yeah, you can have your stuff, you can take it out and lay it like this right here and get the feathers away.
But,
And that
okay,
way-
but after each section, Miss Amy, I have like a napkin, I roll it like this, after each section I take it out and I put a new roll of napkin. So this towel won't get reused, like if you put this there, the next one's gonna.
You can do, Vance has a bunch of them. That dental,
The dental patient napkins.
Or
she
I,
has like a whole stack of them I
Or-
can get to you guys.
yeah, or I have like, see how like you put your towels here, right? Next section, you bring out and you put your towel in the same stuff again. But I
Right.
think that's dirty.
So you can do either 2 sheets of paper towels or do like 2 of those dental things or whatever. And then when you see that it's
Stuff out there getting dirty, you don't
Just
switch
lift
it
the
out
towel
each
up.
after every
So you
section.
can
You don't
just
have to.
put paper towels on top of that towel, over and over and over on that towel, right?
like this.
Yeah, because I kept on doing each sheet, I kept on doing 2, and then I take it out, clean it all out, and the next sheet I do like, every time I thought I was good on that part, and
No, yeah,
I
really
did.
overdid it. didn't you?
I did that, okay. And then after I'm done, I
So
take
what
it
I
all
do
out, throw it away.
Is for this section, I mean, as long as this is still looking clean, clean and good, you're okay.
Okay.
But
I'll
if you
just
see
switch it out every
something,
time.
if you
Okay.
see something that,
Kinda wet or
What is it?
kinda
Yeah.
whatever,
then take it off.
Okay. You can layer it like that.
Yeah, you can just lay like maybe 2 or 3.
You can do rolls of paper towel
rolls.
like that, that's easy too. Cause that's what I did, I brought that one.
So if you spill something or something's on there, just take that off. When you
Okay.
do your disinfection
She had
part
2
and throw it
layers.
away.
Yes,
Okay.
makes
It's
sense.
fine.
No, I switched.
So that way this towel is still kept
Yeah.
clean.
I switched mine every time, I thought I was good on that part. They just want like extra
I'm mad at
$7.
it. You're good, Chan. Make sure your stuff is still in here for that. Alright. Alright. Any questions so far on?
No.
Look, I'm sanitizing my hands again, like I'm. My hands are already so dry.
So when you wring, make sure you test the towel and put it on and I just like press like this and when you roll, just roll it like softly off their face like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that I put my foil in and if their face still has some kind of stuff, then I get a cotton ball, a cotton rounds or whatever to wipe their face off, make sure it's nice and clean. I do that after every part.
Now, what you can do is you're getting ready to go into the facial treatment part, so you want to make sure their hair, everything is still in there, everything's intact. You want to check that prior to raising your hand too, making sure everything's still good. If you have to, if you have the little toothpick, not toothpick, but the popsicle, slide that in to slide the hair. You don't want to use your finger. Just slide that back in there, but still sanitize your hands after any time you touch the hair. And this, the next one is 20 minutes, and this is for the facial treatment. This is the only part where you have to include the wrist, sanitizing the wrist. This is what I suggest anytime from beginning to end when you're sanitizing your hands, just do this right here, okay? So they can see you doing that. If you get used to doing that from the beginning to end with every step, when you get to this part, you're not gonna have to remember, I've gotta do it for this part.
Yeah.
Just think how you, the doctors always scrub up, pretend like that's what you're doing. So applies treatment cream, so we're going to, we've got 20 minutes for this, I'll sanitize my hands. And where is
Did you
your-
apply yours
It's
with a
all in
brush?
the right order.
Did you apply your treatment cream with the brush? They look at me like I was
It
crazy.
should be right in the right order in the
I
front.
did.
They
Okay.
thought I was masking. They came and looked at me like,
I used your brush.
I go in this time, I'm just gonna use my hand and put it
Where
on
did
there.
you take yours at? In Nashville? Okay.
Did they come and look at you when you use your brush?
No, they didn't, they didn't like look at me funny.
No, they look at me like this and they went to my desk and looked at what I label. Make sure I put treatment cream on there. Cause I looked at them like this when they're looking at me.
So this is what you're gonna be using to go around the pole, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you gotta get it wet with your spray, your
Right.
spray bottle, right? Okay.
All right, so somebody read it out for me. I'm sanitizing my hands, I've got my bag out.
Applies treatment to entire face, tests ventouse.
Okay, and I'm gonna start, I'm gonna apply the treatment. Now, Miss Kathleen and several people have said it's better to apply it with a brush because when you go to use the ventouse, it's not sliding. But maybe if you don't apply a whole lot, maybe they're putting too much on. So I don't think that it takes off, but she probably was wondering what you were doing if you were going into the mask part of it, okay? So when you start with your ventouse, after you've got this applied, I would make sure you turn around and get your hands, everything's off of your hands. Turn your suction on, and you're gonna go up. Make sure, I don't know if you guys are holding the skin also, kind of like with your microderm. You're going up the sections like that. Up, and then the nose. When you go over to the nose area, kind of go over to the side a little bit, you can go down that way. And then go up and continue, do the entire face. Okay? Take this implement off.
How do you do forehead on that?
You're just
All
going-
up.
Just hold it like that.
Okay.
You're going this way. It's pretty much out and up.
Okay.
When you apply your brush for your mask, it's always, it's up and out, so it's this way. So I don't know how y'all are applying your mask either. Remember how you
Like
applied it?
this, and I did like this.
Yeah, up
Yeah.
and this. you wanna go this way.
So kind of same thing with the ventoos then, it was this way.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just set that in there. All right, what's the next one?
Gives client inactive pole before turning on galvanic current.
So I'm gonna wet this. And wrap this and let my client hold it.
And you're handing them the red or the black.
Take it,
Black.
They are holding the black.
Make it to black.
Yeah, the red. If you think of red is in charge, red is in charge. A lot of people think red is more, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you are in charge. You hold that red. Okay.
Gotcha.
They're holding the black.
Okay.
And, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then covers, you got that, covers.
Do you talk to them and say, hold this, please? You just,
No,
you
can't
just
have
grab
them
their,
on the shoulder. And that's what you need to explain
beforehand.
beforehand.
Okay.
And my little model, she was so good, I told her that beforehand, I was gonna hand her something, she was very good.
Then I've got this applied on there.
Mm-hmm.
And which hand is they hold this in?
They hold it on the,
The left side of the face.
Away from the heart.
hold the heart.
Away from the heart. So we're gonna do the galvanic on the left side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to turn this, put this on, turn your machine on, adjust it, start rolling. You're gonna ask them, how does this feel? Adjust it again, whether it's a notch up or a notch down. Then continue on the left side. You don't go down the throat on this one. This is just the
Just here,
face.
here.
Yeah. You're just doing the face.
So they're holding on this side? The negative pole. Or they hold it on right here?
Right.
Right here?
Furthest away from the heart.
Okay, yeah, because they were holding
Yeah.
it right here, yeah.
Furthest away from the heart. So it's kind of opposite.
Okay.
They're holding it in this hand, you're gonna be on the
While
opposite
you're
side of the
doing this
face.
side. Okay.
So you'll stop, you're going to turn your machine off, and then you'll take it off of their face. Now, if you don't wanna take your implements, then that's fine, you can set them down, if you think you'll remember it, but just take it off before you get through with this treatment, okay?
But you can take that off right now, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Yeah, if you wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna take this. When I did mine, I took mine off right then.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, because I get used to working surgery.
Did yours twist in like that, Tanya? Or was it just a little thing that goes in like this?
Mine twisted, everything twisted.
I didn't see another twisted part on mine, that's why. I only saw one twisted.
Because Deborah, in my mind, even though I'm gonna take it off in a minute, I've still got my other clean items right next to
Oh,
it.
gotcha, yeah.
You see, so I'm
Yes.
like,
Yes.
That does make sense, more
so
sense.
I'm always removing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where are we at? We're gonna take this
And then-
off.
No,
We gotta do
high
high
frequency
frequency.
first.
Oh, shoot,
Yeah.
girl.
And I make sure to ground mine and all that stuff.
So you leave the same gauze on for
Yes,
both.
yes.
Leave the same gauze on.
And then you ground it.
Ground it. And you're going to go on the right side, all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
Ground it again, take it off. You're gonna turn it off.
Mm-hmm. And pull it out.
So you just do one side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Now, if you don't wanna put this right in there with all that, because you're afraid it might slide off, you can just have a tissue laid to the side and lay it right next to it. Okay?
That might be better.
So you're not just, you don't wanna look around and it slid down in your bowl and you're like, okay, I got this further stuff.
Right.
And then you're gonna take this off and you'll throw that away.
And then that's the end of that step.
That's your treatment.
Okay.
So at that point in time, I'm gonna make sure I've got all of this off. That's done, everything's good, all of my stuff is removed, which I'm gonna put this back in your bag. Where'd you go?
But you would just toss that all in the trash when you're done.
Yes. Everything's in
So
the trash except
at
the
this
linen.
point in
The
time,
linen.
you're careless about what this stuff is. It is trash. Check everything, if everything's good, your client's still good, I go ahead and re-sanitize my hands again. And I'm done. Okay?
And then the next is face massaging.
Do y'all have y'all got that down pat, what we do with that? How you remember, is, I usually tell my girls, because they usually will remember this, is EPT, early pregnancy